All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, an all-new WTF Wrestling Outlaws. You don't want to miss. It's a kind of an interesting one tonight. Nelson Torres here along with the goddess of music herself, Caroline.
Yo.
We have here Cole Collins, who was once known as Cole Bradley.
Hey guys, what's up? Well, actually, let you go. Guys know about my name change a little bit later, but if you don't mind, if we could both start it off together.
Yes.
Sure.
WTF Wrestling starts
Right now.
Right now.
There you go. All right, guys, welcome to an all-new Wrestling Outlaws. Nelson Torres this week, as always, ladies and gentlemen. Joining along with me is the goddess of music herself, Caroline.
Hey guys, Caroline Stewart here. We are live in the city so nice they named it twice, New York, New York. Not that far from the Jacob Javits Center and not that far from the center of the universe. That is Times Square.
Joining along with us is Cole Collins.
Hello guys, what is up? It's been a long time since I've been here, so...
Yeah.
So, what did I miss? I must have missed a hell of a lot, actually.
Well, last week, I showed a little bit of highlights, because I went to Toronto for Elimination Chamber, which was a talked about subject, the highlight of like the wrestling world.
John Cena's finally a heel. Okay.
Oh my God.
I was there for that too, believe it or not.
Finally! Finally!
I was there. We showed a little bit of highlights, and in case you missed it, it's on our YouTube page. Go to WTF Wrestling on YouTube. If you want to see a show last week. And for those who complain, why are you showing WWE stuff on your show? Because I want to.
And it's wrestling.
And it's wrestling. There you go. Because next month I'm going to Vegas for WrestleMania. We're going to do like a 2 or 3-parter there.
So again, you want wrestling content? We have wrestling content. We have a wrestling federation also as well. So you don't like it, suck our fuck.
I like that. Suck our fuck.
Well, that's the end of my day.
Evening. It's past midnight.
Either way, it's still the end of my evening.
That's why I cursed. That's why I said on the show, like it's after midnight, you don't like it, suck our fuck.
You can suck a fuck at midnight, right?
Respectfully, of course.
A lot of people have done it. And
you can suck a fuck.
Yeah, a lot of people have done that before.
So, the name change. So
yes.
So why did you change your name?
Well, I figured the last name would be Collins because it would be a bit, I wouldn't say easier, but then again, I kept thinking about it. Cole Bradley. Why did I think of the last name Bradley for? I don't know. It was in my mind. So I figured, you know what? Collins would be a better name for me. So I figured, you know what? Hey, why not?
All right.
Hey, why not?
Interesting. So, with that being said, now tonight's episode we have a little bit later. I got to change my shirt a little bit for this occasion, as we have Ace Bradley, our WTF World's Heavyweight Champion.
That's right.
He wants to have a celebration in the ring, and that's what he wants to do. He told you about that last week.
Yes, he did.
So we're going to, as Eminem says, yes, let's have a celebration in the ring. We'll take care of that later. So let's do that, right?
Yep. So let's celebrate let's have a celebration that is Ace
Yes.
Bradley.
And before we do that, we're going to show highlights of the interview that we conducted with Ace Bradley on WTF TV about a week or so ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was interesting because he was very humble about him being champion. He was very, emotional about it. You remember that?
Indeed, yeah.
I mean, for a guy that stays humble, he used to always wanted a championship a hell of a lot more. I mean, to be fair, he has the tag team titles. They have the tag, him and RJ have the tag team titles right now. So for him to be a double champ, knowing the fact that he stabbed his nephew in the back for doing that, I mean...
And they seem cool right now, so I don't know what...
yeah, they seem cool now, but I bet you one of these days... Actually, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to predict it, but I have a bad feeling something else is going to end up happening. But whatever it is, Ace, keep that title. Keep that title. Go ahead. Keep that title. But one of these days, remember, I still owe you a match. Keep that in mind.
Oh, even for the world title, maybe?
Who knows? But if it is, it is. If it's not, it ain't.
All right.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Well, let's show some highlights from that interview that we conducted a week ago and just give you an idea about Ace Bradley and that celebration that we have ready for him later. So let's check that out. Since 1995.
What was going through your mind when that happened?
It just like, all right, like I just need y'all to understand the state of amazement that I'm in. You know, I remember coming into this company, with the mentality of, you know what, Alex? Just wrestle. It wasn't about belts. It wasn't about winning titles. It wasn't about meeting nothing. It was just about doing what you love. But I got a taste of that gold and I said, Ace, now we gotta buckle down a little bit. And then that's when I got this nice little piece of tag team championship right here. Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go.
And then the opportunity presented itself to win this nice little big old piece of thing. This thing don't even fit on my torso, but I don't give a damn. Do you know how good it feels to finally get what you so rightfully deserve? Just a worthy champion. First of all, a good-looking champion. Like I'm better looking than Chris Angel. I'm better looking than Happy the Clown. I'm better looking than Angelo Vick. I'm the sexiest world champion WTF has ever had. And I mean, it is a disrespect to every other last one of you 24 pieces of shit before me, because look, you got a good-looking title with a good-looking man. Just look at me. Look at me. Just look at me. Look at this. Look at this. Take all the pictures you want right now. Just look at all this. Look at this. Look at you. Just like, who would have thought? Yeah. This was the same guy at the academy. They was like, oh, he's just gonna be a comedy wrestler. He's never gonna amount to anything.
Well, you're the world champion right now.
You know how that looks on the resume? Do you know how that looks on the resume?
I mean, like, we just had the Super Bowl not too long ago. That's even bigger than that.
This is bigger than the Super Bowl.
Which says a lot.
This is bigger than the Super Bowl. Look, if Uncle Tom could win that Super Bowl 1,000,000 times, no matter how he might have did it, I'm sorry, Uncle. Okay, I'm sorry. But, a wise wrestler once said, baby, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Woo! Yes, sir! Look at.
He's just immersed in gold right now.
You think?
Hey, look, there was a time where I was dancing for $2.25 on the subway. Now I could just walk in there and be like, shit, I'm here, bitch. With this nice, beautiful piece of this is just. We need to have like a party or something. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something.
we need
about
like
it.
a coronation. Call up. Let me.
You make some phone calls.
Man, we gotta call the hoes. We gotta. Mr.
We're in Manhattan, though.
You want some hoes?
I think I could get us some couple of my own, but I don't mind a few.
All right. I might just have to take you off. All right.
No. Hey, look,
Let me
I'm always
pencil
over.
that
I'm
in.
always,
We
are
gonna-
you always for hoes for Caroline?
I could eat.
Mr. Torres
I could eat.
may be off shit list. He's getting better.
Hey, come on.
He's getting
I
better.
could
Yeah, I
eat.
love a few hoes. I'm sure Caroline does too.
I could eat.
Caroline is nice. She plays her part. She is unbiased, unlike you. You bald piece of trash.
Ooh.
Oh, you heard that?
But that's all right. I still love you. You still sign the checks.
All right. So, Caroline, what do you have to say about this?
No, but congratulations on winning double gold, half of tag team and heavyweight championship. So,
He's the two-time
champion.
tag team champion.
Come on. Who's done that?
Well, you and RJ are the two-time tag team champions.
Not only that, we're the first uncle and nephew. I just wish he would come. I send him on missions, and he takes a little longer to go do these things, and it's kind of making me feel away. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be on the same page here, and, But that's all right. That's besides the point. I genuinely hope that he is fine, whatever he may be doing. I just, just come back home safe, you little stupid piece of shit.
He means that with love, I'm sure.
I'm sure he does.
Or do I?
We had our 30th anniversary episode not too long ago, and we're going to have another 30th anniversary for WTF Wrestling. And by the way, around this time, this is the 30th anniversary of the WTF Championship itself. So it took 25 years to get, 30 years to get 25 champions, individually, of course, not the reigns.
Do you hear how prestigious that sounds? Do you know how that feels to be 25, 30, 35 M's in my bank account? Do you know how that sounds? Like, I'm not paying attention to these people. I'm trying to bond with you. I've been looking for you for so long.
So
And
long.
We're here in this moment, and all these people want to do is just invade our privacy.
Yeah, and let's not forget, the reason why you're the world champion, because you did win that battle royal, and we had, for context also, we mentioned earlier, Chris Angel was stripped of the world championship because of stuff that he's been doing, including beating up the referees that Eminem was not too happy about, and I had to strip him.
Unfortunately.
He need to stop beating up on some referees and come beat up on some wrestlers. I'm a changed man now. I don't know what you're waiting on. And you could pick the match, you could pick the stipulation, whatever you want. I'll even put the belt on the line. You like to sing your own theme songs. You want to do a rap battle, motherfucker? I got a couple bars for you. My name is Chris Angel in that conspiracy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. You need to call Drake when she goes right now. Let me tell you something. I know your secret. I know your secret. You little big Samoan son bitch. I know your secret.
Is he Samoan?
Yes.
This is what I've been trying to find out. I just like saying it because it sounds cool. Because, they be thinking I'm supposed to be scared of them because they're from Samoa. I don't give a damn. We all know where you're from, Christopher.
Christopher Angel.
Yes.
If that is your real name.
It's Samula, his real name.
Oh my gosh. Really?
So he is Samoan.
That's what I heard.
Maybe.
Samula is a Samoan name. That means he is Samoan.
Back to the WTF TV.
What you mean? What the fuck brings me to WTF?
Because you're the world champion and the tag team champion.
I'm here to talk my shit because I finally got what I wanted.
There you go.
Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. You know how long a motherfucker had to just always lose. Shot after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and you always fail. I've had enough. I took matters into my own hands, and I'll be a great. Fuck that. I done took that shit. Now look at where it got me. Look where it got me.
But we're lots of fun.
Guys, welcome back. As I was saying, he was very humble.
He was. He definitely was. More humble than some, but humble nonetheless.
Yeah, so that's a good thing, right? To be humble, not many people can do that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You're right about that one.
Yeah.
Not many people are humble in the business. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, people have egos. People don't. People are humble. Some people are not. People are. It's in general, not in a wrestling sense, but in a general statement. So I can understand where that's gone.
And if you want to see the full interview, the link is on the description there on YouTube or anywhere else. In case you want to see the full interview, so in its entirety. So I highly recommend that you do.
Definitely.
Yeah. So with that, before we go anywhere, as we have Ace getting ready for his celebration later, and let me ask you: you saw the Battle Royal. What did you think of it?
Honestly, I have no words. I have no words on what happened. I mean, I even saw the tag match between Angels and Angelo versus RJ and Ace. I saw that too. I was like, what's going on? What happened? And to be honest, like, I'm lost for words on that. But the part that really made me mad is the third guy coming in. Who was that guy? Who was that guy? What's your name? Like, come on, man. And the worst part about all of that is you want to have that person to jump. You want to have that person to jump Chris Angels? If you're going to have a 3-on-3, hell, I might as well be the third man between Chris and Angelo and myself. If you're going to have a third man in, hell, you might as well bring me in there too, because trust me, you got something coming. You got something coming for sure. And if you don't mind, another person. Very cute what you said, Billy Blade. Very cute.
No, and I know he said something a while back, but then
fanboy and all that stuff.
He called you a fanboy?
Fanboy?
Oh,
I heard
trust me.
stories that he's been.
No, that's all right. That's all right. See, I'm not mad. I'm not even mad about it because
I didn't know that he called you a fanboy.
That's cool. See, here's one thing you don't do.
A fanboy or femboy?
A fanboy. A
F-A-N.
fanboy. Like,
sorry.
a fanboy, like, a fanboy of Power Rangers. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, I like Power Rangers and all that stuff. I am not ashamed of it. But the moment you underestimate me, oh, trust me, you're not the only one who can put up a fight in a Chinatown street fight.
You challenge into a challenge Chinatown. He has not responded yet.
I challenged him, and he said he accepted.
He did?
But I'll tell you this, Billy Blade. I don't care if I win or lose. Like I said in the last video, I'm going to kick your ass. Betrayal with me is not something you can get away with. I've been betrayed before outside of the ring. And what makes you think that hasn't stopped me? So if that hasn't stopped me, what the fuck do you think you're gonna stop me? You can go for the title all you want, but you're not getting through me. Because when I kick your ass, it's gonna be all said and done. And even if you do, you still won't destroy me. So go ahead. Kill me all you want, as they say. But I'm going to be the one that wins the war, not you. Remember that, you sting-winging fuck.
Whoa. And mind you, he has yet to even respond, as we talked about before.
But as far as we know, it is up the air that you are challenging him to a Chinatown street brawl.
Yeah, so we'll be okay, but just, we'll be fine.
Ooh, I cannot wait to whip his ass.
All right, we'll hear from him soon enough. Okay, all right.
Patience is a virtue.
Right. In the meantime,
is a virtue.
we're going to get ready for the celebration, as I know Cole Collins is getting all fired up. But in the meantime, shout out to 924 Photos. First of all, he's standing right there.
Yes,
just want to say that, along with Stanley in the studio. Just want to say that. And a lot of people that are watching, I just want to say hi. So,
all my art audience lovers and our fans and supporters and our haters.
Yes, I know. Yeah, and a lot of people are contacting us too.
So,
they want to see the stuff. There's a lot of celebration. But before we go anywhere, in the next 3 episodes of WTF TV, we're going to be showing AVN stuff finally.
Yes, the moment that you guys have been waiting for and jerking off to.
Yeah, we've shown it stuff.
AVN content.
We got more AVN content. So here's a little preview of what we're talking about. So, but while I get ready for this little celebration, because I got to change shirts, let me do that, and you check this out. Check out this. What's an AVN?
No, I was going to ask, wasn't Natasha Nice there at one point?
Natasha Starr?
No, Natasha Nice. Well, I was probably thinking of a different AVN. My bad.
I don't know. The AVNs that happened in January, but we're showing it right now.
Probably.
But here's some highlights of what to expect in the next couple of weeks. All right. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, and we're not done with WTF TV. We have a celebration taking place here. Ladies and gentlemen, who's been bugging me about this to have this segment for some time. Ladies and gentlemen, the 25th WTF World Heavyweight Champion since 1995, introducing Ace Bradley. Ace Bradley, ladies and gentlemen, one half of the tag team champions and the world heavyweight champion.
Dreams in the bottle, they serve you to the flocker. If you disrespect that blocker, block the chocolates on these coppers, fuck these coppers. I'm a blocker like Tupac, Biggie Papa, yeah, you out of, but I'm not a hard jacket.
All right, folks.
This is so fucking beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 25th WTF World Champion. That doesn't include double reigns, you know, just that's a big deal, being the 25th WTF World Champion since 1995. So, and you know, you've been champion for quite some time, though. So, what do you think? You're on the list of the elites, like Chris Angels, for example. Not too long ago, we had to strip. The names like Havoc. We have Mark Knight, who's been World's Heavyweight Champion, and even Big Time Jay. And among other names that's been listed here as World's Heavyweight Champion. Even Deranged, Jason the Cutisist, you name it, we done it all. But we could go on and on and on all night. So, Ace, what do you have to say?
Mr. Torres, I want to apologize for my erratic behavior as of late. I get it. I've been a little self-destructive. I've been a little combative. Might have hurt some people.
Really?
I might have took a dig at you or two.
He's only
I
accountability.
might have tried to start a Diddy party.
I'm never been involved in a Diddy
But
party.
the fact of the matter is, I regret none of it. I regret nothing. I got what I want. You know who whooped Angelo's ass?
What?
It was me. I did it. I whooped his old ass.
His own
And
ass.
sent him packing.
Old
I
ass.
said old, not owned. This isn't Oprah's network. It's WTF. It's my show, and I run it. You tell
Almost
me.
got me thinking he was going to hold
world
accountability.
in your whole hands right now. You know that?
Exactly. I got to have the world in my hands. I'm a god. I'm no longer a black man.
Oh, my-
That's besides the point.
Delusional.
I got everything. But you know what? That's still not enough for me. That's still not enough.
What
Catch
he
that
won?
bastard. And you tell him when I thought this up,
Wait a minute.
not whoop his ass.
Whoa.
I'm going to take Angelo Vega and I'm going to whoop
Wait,
his
hold on. Oh my God. Angelo, what are you doing? Oh! God, you knocked out silly.
It's fucking time!
Whoa.
Cash this in, Nelson. Bring that fucking...
Oh, to ring the bell. You gotta cash in.
The referee just came out. No, that's
Oh, you
quick.
gotta know. Yeah.
This is a cash in, people. This is a cash in.
I'm the fucking icon of WTF!
This is it. This
Oh my
guy.
God, what's gonna happen?
This is over. 1, 2, 3. Now we gotta lose.
Oh my God.
And the
Might not work. Just. But he
WTF
is once again.
champion.
Once again, WTF World Heavyweight Champion. Angelo.
Say undisputed. Undisputed.
WTF World Heavyweight Champion. Angelo.
Oh, man.
Vega.
Now he's the top of the world. The icon. And now am gonna run this place.
Anything you gotta say?
There is only one undisputed WTF champion.
Just like I
Angelo
said.
Razorblade Vega.
Oh my goodness, it's 2025 and Angelo Vega is the world's heavyweight
Like
champion.
he said,
Unbelievable.
he is now the undisputed WTF world.
Let's see what happens here as Angelo Vega just DDT'd him and put him 1, 2, 3, and he becomes the new world's heavyweight champion once again. Not the 26th champion, but another reign for Angelo Vega again. It is the world's heavyweight champion. Yeah, Lucky 7, what do you think, man? And as we're wrapping up, I want to thank everybody for watching. Ace, are you okay? Great. All right, so we'll see you guys next time in an all-new episode of WTF TV. We're running out of time.